Just after 5 p.m. on a Thursday, the silence of a gated Hollywood Hills neighborhood was broken by a fleet of black tactical vehicles. This wasn't a standard patrol call. The LAPD Robbery Homicide Division arrived with military-grade hardware, deploying a dozen-strong tactical unit in full ballistic gear. Leaked doorbell footage captured the aggression of the entry, with officers on loudspeakers threatening the use of canine units and vehicle force to prevent any escape into the surrounding canyons. But the target didn't flee. He emerged from the home in sweatpants, offering a strangely calm, "I got you," to the armed officers, before telling them to open the gate so they could reach him. The man surrendering was 21-year-old David Anthony Burke, the viral R&B star known to millions as d4vd. As the arrest video spread across social media, the initial shock turned to a massive wave of relief. To the online sleuths who had tracked his movements for months, the grim reaper of the Hollywood Hills was finally off the streets. The intensity of the raid suggested police were handling a high-threat operative, not a singer. The level of force was a direct reaction to what they found hidden in Burke's vehicle 7 months prior. To understand the arrest, we have to look back to April 2024, when 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez vanished from her home. For over a year, there were no answers. Then, in September 2025, workers at an impound lot noticed a foul odor coming from a Tesla registered to David Burke. Inside the car's frunk, detectives discovered 2 cadaver bags containing Celeste's dismembered, severely decomposed remains. Despite the gruesome find, Burke remained free for another 7 months. The investigation had hit a wall of physical gridlock. Because the remains were so badly decomposed, the medical examiner couldn't immediately determine a cause of death. Investigators had to wait months for high-level toxicology and forensic pathology results to provide even a basic starting point. This lack of physical evidence gave the defense a massive opening. They could argue Celeste died of an accidental overdose, and that Burke's only crime was a panicked attempt to conceal the body. With the pathology inconclusive, the LAPD shifted their strategy. They pivoted away from the body and toward a digital and legal dragnet designed to prove the murder was intentional. This pivot began with a deep forensic dive into the computer systems of the Tesla itself. Investigators extracted specific vehicle data points, sentry mode motion sensors, event data recorder logs, and timestamps of every frunk unlatch. They cross-referenced these with cell tower pings and Snapchat location data to prove exactly who opened that frunk. While the digital evidence built the timeline, the district attorney used a second weapon to break the silence of Burke's entourage, the investigative grand jury. This wasn't about getting an indictment yet. It was about subpoena power, forcing witnesses to give sworn testimony under penalty of perjury so they couldn't change their stories at trial. They enforced these subpoenas aggressively. When Burke's friend Neo refused to cooperate and fled to Montana, police tracked him down, arrested him, and brought him back to LA in handcuffs to testify. By the time the grand jury finished, the combination of immutable vehicle data and legally compelled witness statements had effectively dismantled Burke's defense before he even knew he was being charged. By April 2026, the district attorney finally possessed the overwhelming probable cause needed to authorize the high-risk raids seen at the start of the video. David Burke is now being held without bail on charges of first-degree murder. Because of the victim's age and the condition of the remains, he could face life in prison with special circumstances. That 7-month investigation allowed the LAPD to systematically close every forensic gap before Burke's high-profile defense team could even see the evidence. Viral fame and a gated mansion provided a temporary shield, but forensic justice simply moved at a slower, more deliberate pace. 2 years after Celeste Rivas Hernandez disappeared, the bill for her death has finally come due.